Hey guys, welcome to Samco Workshop. This is Jason Samkovic. Today we're going to be talking about how to sharpen your kitchen knives. Everybody hates sharpening kitchen knives, yet if you cook, it's nearly impossible to really function well in the kitchen without sharp knives. You have to have sharp knives. We use Dexter Russell knives. They've been fantastic for us for many years. I use the same ones for all my game processing, all that kind of stuff. But these are kitchen knives that we have right here. And basically what we got going on, let me spin this just a touch here for you so you can see this better when I do it. But when it comes to sharpening them, there is a much easier way to go about this than having to actually sharpen them with using, using a steel and doing this, even if it's a big kitchen steel, things like that. That can be annoying to get through that and do that, and it takes forever. Instead, something as simple as a belt sander like this one from Harbor Freight. I'll put a link to it below. You can find them on Amazon too, with some other things on there too, which has got some nice features. I leave my side panel off on this just so I can change belts fast. It has a cover and a thing that goes on there. I don't use any of that stuff. This one's going on about 9 years old probably. And but you do want to wear safety glasses. But watch how quick we can take all of these kitchen knives back to razor sharp. And it's just this easy. We put on the safety glasses, we turn this on, we're going to run it both sides using, I got, as you can see here, I have a ton of different belts up there. Okay, those are all sharpening belts right there. Okay, and it's it's a matter of whichever one you like best. The gentler the better, as in my opinion. Is so usually I'm using like a 4 or an 800 grit belt is kind of what I'm at, and they're very cheap. I'll put links to them below. And then I do leave this rod here because I do want to break that wire edge off with this when I'm done. So that just kind of sits here wherever. And all I'm going to do is just run a couple pass. I'm going to run a pass on one side till I get a burr. Flip it to the other side till I get a burr. It's like this. We'll do a big one first. Okay, we'll do this one here. We got a burr on that side. I can feel it. Okay, now we flip that burr over. Oh, we don't got a full burr there. We're going to hit it one more time. Now we got a burr on there. Okay, we go back to this side if we want, pop it off. And we technically have a sharp knife. Now, I do want to take this and remove, you might even see a little fall off of there, a little bit of that wire edge come off. So that's all I'm just making sure as I go into the blade to make sure it's off. And that there is a wicked, scary sharp. Now you can see there's a little rust on this because I cannot get my wife to stop putting these in the dishwasher. So they spot. I can also show you how to take that off too. So with that, we come over here, because these are high carbon knives, which we love. But I prefer to hand wash them, but she will stick them in the dishwasher, which drives me nuts. And she's like, well, I'll get it out before it dries, and she never does. So let me move this target out of the way. But to remove that, you can use some steel wool, or I have this buffer here that I will just take that knife and I will hit this. We have those few little rust spots here that you can see on there. Can you see that grinder okay? Yeah. So I got these rust spots on this edge. I'm going to come over here to this grinder. I'm going to fire this up. And you can see that that takes most of them out. Now those I might actually have to hit. So you got to be careful on the edges using it. That's why I kept that speed slow. I don't want this thing to grab that knife edge and flip it down and smash it or chance of cutting me. But we got most of that off. These ones here we will just do with a little bit of steel wool. But the key point to remember here is do not run your high carbon knives in the dishwasher. I don't care how good the drying cycle is on it. But we can take steel wool like this right here and just take a piece of this, set this right on here, where we put it right here, and we can take that rust like this right off of there and get rid of those spots. But it is, you definitely do not want to run your high carbon knives in a dishwasher, or you are going to be dealing with rust spots on them, because they're high carbon. There's a beauty to high carbon and we love it, but keep them out of the dishwasher. There, see, completely spotless now. But this is how we function on that sharpener. Again, when we look at the speed of this, on how fast this whole process can happen, we'll set this here. So we already have this one basically done and sharp. Okay, so we showed you that. That's good. Let's run through these real fast and just sharpen them just to show you again the speed. And that right there is how we sharpen kitchen knives. Fast, simple, easy. You can see how many we just did in that time. What do we do there? All of those. You know, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever we got there. And we did them in a couple of minutes. Probably, I'm guessing, maybe 2 or 3, 4 or 5 minutes. But a very simple and quick process, all made possible by the beauty of this guy right here. Just simple and easy, and like I said, a ceramic rod just to do the touch-ups on there. And but now we have all sharp kitchen knives, which is easy as that. Okay, most people struggle with this. They fight with them. They don't get the results. These are wicked, scary sharp now. Shaving, crazy shaving sharp. Look at that. Pulls that right off. Okay, these are not to be toyed with. Razor sharp knives. And it took just a couple of minutes. So a simple belt sander like this, one of the best tools out there. These belts are very cheap and very affordable and very easy to replace. And none of this process is expensive. And even this belt sander, like I said, the one I'll link on Amazon for you, I think is usually, you know, they're right around 80 bucks, 90 bucks, somewhere right in there. Occasionally you can find them at Harbor Freight on a discount deal and get them for like 65 bucks, but well worth it. It is a 1x30 belt sander, and I will flip it in here where you can see it a little bit better. And again, I will have links to it below. But this is it. I will have links to the where to get the sharpening belts at on Amazon, which is where I buy all of them at. We even have leather ones up there, as you can see. Okay, I will pull it down for you, but we have these leather belts that also do a fantastic job if you wanted to strap them. So I just cut my last one, so this is one that's not that old yet, but you can take this leather belt, put that on here. Again, this is why I leave this cover off. It's that easy to swap this stuff out, stick this on here, and I can use this this leather stropping belt to actually strap these and make them even more sharp. Again, always safety glasses. But I can put this on, let that roll around. And now what that's doing is creating that mirror-like finish, that real wicked, scary, sharp, polished edge. Again, these things are just razor sharp. They're sharper than any kitchen knife you're ever going to find now. And it's just that simple and easy to do. You can also do my hunting knives on this, which I do constantly. I can take my regular knife, sharpen it, and drop it. I can do my lawnmower blades, my axes, my machetes, my garden tools, my everything I want I can do on this little bitty belt sander. Does it all. I don't really do a whole lot of stropping on this. I prefer to hand strap all my hunting stuff myself. But as far as running the belts and working this, and this system, like I said, I don't think you can beat it. It's by far the best there is out there. But that's how we do all those kitchen knives. And if you're the cook, you appreciate it. If your wife does the cooking, I promise you this, you will earn a ton of brownie points by making sure you have all of these kitchen knives that she uses all the time, wicked, scary, razor sharp. So there you go. All I'm going to do now real quick is go ahead and grab that steel wool and a buffer, and I'm going to get rid of the rust spots on these again, because she always runs them through the dishwasher. Drives me nuts. But that's how we get them on there, and easiest way off, use a buffer or use the steel wool. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.